Hello and welcome. When you start Inkscape, you get a certain format. You can hit Ctrl-Shift-D. This will open document properties, which will show you the default format. In my case, it's A4. Is it the same for you? You can change that format quickly here by just pressing one of these, but perhaps you would like something else. Well, what you can do is go to File, New from Template, and then what I really like is Video 920 by 1080, and then just press Create from Template, and it opens a new Inkscape window, which is another step. You have to close the other one, say close without saving. But then you get this one, and in this case it actually also measures everything in pixels, which is good, but perhaps you want something completely different. So let me just show you how to do this, how to set the default Inkscape file, which is also useful if you always do 920 by 1080 video frames, for example. You don't want to switch from this manually. So what you do is you just go to File, Document Properties, Ctrl-Shift-D, and here first you set this to whatever you like. I prefer pixels. I set it to 920 by 1080, and that's, oh yeah, this is important. Display units, I also want pixels here, and apart from that, this is all you really need, in my opinion. Let's close this. If there are things that you always need, like, for example, let's see, layers, perhaps you want everything outside of the frame to be hidden. Let's, for example, place these graphics here, and now we don't only want to see what's inside the frame. We can just create a rectangle and then duplicate it, and then this one we will set to 0, 0, width of a scene, height of the frame rather. Then we will just select both of them and go to, where is that subtract function here, path and difference, control and minus. And the outside can be either, yeah, it can be any color. I prefer to use white. Let's keep it black. Let's make it gray. I'm just gonna enable Control-Shift-F, the color selector here. I'm just gonna make it gray so we can see better, but I usually use completely white. Anyways, here it is. And I'm just going to create a new layer. Let's call this border. And I'm going to move this, right click, move to layer, border, move. I'm going to hit this little lock and select the layer on which I want to work. And now this is how it is. So I'm just going to remove these things. And this is what I want to work with always. Let's assume this is the situation. So I'm just going to close these. And I'm going to hit Control S. I'll just save it somewhere. So here's my file. Now, how to make it be the default? This is how you do it. You open the folder in which Inkscape is installed, you go to the share folder and then to the templates folder, and here you have default. Let's just rename this to not default, sure, why not? And copy this over here. Actually, I'm moving it here, this is fine too. And call this one default and confirm. Let's make a copy of this too, because if you update Inkscape, the default file will be overwritten. This one maybe will be preserved. And now we're just going to launch Inkscape and see what happens. Ta-da! This is the file that is getting used as the default now. This is how you do it. Now every time you launch Inkscape, it will be like this. Hope this helps, and have fun more efficiently working in Inkscape. By the way, quick tip, Ctrl-Shift-D. In this case, if you already created a border, I would go ahead and disable Show Border and Show Border Shadow. That's just superfluous at that point. If you want to change the border, you can again enable Layers, Control-L, right? No, Control-Shift-L. Unlock this one, and you can, with the node tool, you can check the position of each node, and they are exactly where they should be. And then you can shift Control F, and here you can switch the color. Yeah, this is how I want it to be. I'll show you why in a second. I'm going to lock down the border, and now if I add my shapes, let's make them colorful. So yeah, this is why, because this is just less clutter. Subscribe to my channel and hit that bell icon, is what I'm writing there. What a great thumbnail, isn't it? Not really, but maybe we'll do some more of that in other videos. Anyways, thank you for watching. I hope this is useful. Let me know in the comments if you have other questions about Inkscape. And yeah, subscribe and hit that bell icon, and I will see you in the next video. Until then, ciao!